Hello guys, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Today I'm going to show you these 4-4-1-1 custom tactics and play instructions in FIFA 21. It's a very new formation to the game that's actually well, it's been there the whole time, but it's very new to actually being good and usable in the game. As you can see on the screen, it's quite a wide formation, only one striker, but a left mid and right mid, a centre forward to help out the striker, and two centre mids. There's a very balanced, sort of nice shaped formation. It is actually quite an attacking formation. So straight in with the custom tactics. I do recommend balanced defensive style. I never really want to mess around with this too much. You probably shouldn't mess around with it too much either. It does sort of affect the game quite a lot, so balance is just a perfect one to go with. Width I keep 5, and the depth is usually best to go on 6. If you feel less comfortable defending, you can drop it down to 5 or 4, but 6 is sort of the recommended to keep a nice high pressure line and to defend much easier to win the ball back and to start an attack going. The offensive style of this formation should be balanced. Balance is sort of the best to go with on almost all formations. A couple are good with long ball and a couple are good with fast build up. Possession is never really usable, but balance is sort of the perfect one to go with for most formations. The width I keep on 5, and then the players in the box I put to 6 to get a few more players in the box to help overload the box to get more players into sort of the box. When you have more players in the box, you're going to score more goals, pretty much as simple as that. Corners I leave on 3, and then free kicks just put down to 1 or 2. It's not very important. So for the player instructions, for the single striker you want to stay central, as it's a single striker, so you want them to stay in the centre of the pitch in line with the goal. You also want to use getting behind them so they can forward on through the defence and stay forward, so then at the top of the pitch when you need them up there. For your centre forward, so this is a bit different to a cam. They're sort of in between a striker and a cam, but it's actually a very good position. Not many formations use a centre forward, but it is really, really good. You sort of just play your cam there normally, but it does help out with the striker a bit more and it's a bit more attacking. So for them, I recommend to use stay central and get in behind and stay forward once again. Also, the good thing about centre forwards, they have the same sort of play instructions as a striker would, which is much better to sometimes to actually sort of use them. So I recommend to use the same as what you have on your striker, exactly the same for your centre forwards. They're sort of like a second striker, really, really helpful there for your striker to get an attack going with the centre forward. For your two centre mids, I recommend to leave those completely default. You never want to change your centre mids, you want to keep it nice and balanced. For your left mid and right mid, I recommend to use stay forward. This helps them make it a little bit more attacking and to help out with the striker and the centre forward. And you already have fullbacks and you don't need your left mids and right mids dropping back even further back than they are. Apart from that, I would leave stay forward on both your left mid and right mid, and then leave the rest default. Fullbacks, you want to use stay back while attacking. This is the not pushing up in the getting in the way of the left mids and right mid, and you're keeping the defensive line nice and in shape. You also want to use overlaps, so you are making overlapping runs on the outside, but that isn't that important when you're using stay back while attacking anyway. For your centre backs, you want to leave those default. For your goalkeeper, you want to use counter crosses and sweeper keeper, and that is pretty much all the instructions and custom tactics. You can change it a little bit if you want to as well. This is sort of the recommended, what I've tried and what I found the best to use really. If you want to change a few things here and there, that is perfectly fine. It still works fine. Obviously make sure it's still going to work though. Make sure you try it out in game. But that's everything for this video. If you need help or have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll reply as quickly as possible. That's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.